Hello, it is Sunday, fun day, September 27th, 2020. Steve Cypress here, wearing my ridiculous New York Mets red Hawaiian shirt in honor of finally an end to the excruciatingly, although it was short, totally ridiculous and unnecessarily shortened 2020 Major League Baseball season. I mean, everything they did, starting up to have only a 2-month season, they could have done from day one, way back in April or late March or whatever opening day would have been. So, of course, as with everything else with this ridiculous shutdown, lockdown, recession, depression, BS, baseball was totally ruined this summer. However, that didn't stop my beloved New York Mets from having an incredibly disappointing and horrible season that they're likely to have had anyway, even in a full season. I mean, not only was it only a 60-game regular season, but for the first time ever in baseball, more than half of the major league teams got to make the playoffs. Because I guess they figured that not a lot of regular season play, but let's give the fans more postseason play, and also short season, not as much time for a team to make up lost ground, so let's let some more of them into the playoffs. And all this should have said that, come on, Mets, all you got to do is be halfway decent for a couple of months and you make the playoffs. But no. Mets couldn't even be halfway decent, could they? I mean, teams that were even below 500 made the playoffs, and they have a chance to win the World Series. But the New York Mets, all they have a chance to do is to go home and go fishing and golfing and buy a new car and a new home and cash their multi-millions of dollars doing something. But, Mets, not only did they not make the playoffs, but they didn't really come close, ending up tied for last place in their division. Way to go, Mets. And they ended the season in total style today, scoring 2 runs in the top of the first. And 2 innings later, they were down by 9, en route to a crushing 15-5 defeat. So we call it a year. The one bright, shining silver lining in the cloud that is 2020 for the New York Mets is that finally, after decades of completely inept mismanagement by the current ownership, the team was sold for a record price for a sports franchise, making the New York Mets the most valuable sports franchise in history, and owned by when he is approved in a few months, the new owner will be the richest team owner in all of Major League Baseball, which ought to give him a competitive advantage, bidding for free agents and paying big money to good players instead of what the Mets have been doing for decades, which is paying really big money for players that used to be good. Like, hey, you hit 40 homers for 5 straight years. Now let's pay you $100 million. And, oops, we just realized you're not going to hit 40 homers for the next even 1 year. You're already done. So hopefully it's an end to that mismanagement and a start to the Mets being competitive in signing players, keeping players, putting together a team on the field that is competitive and interesting and fun and worth watching, unlike this entire ridiculous nonsense of a Major League season. So hopefully your team, whoever's watching this and wherever you're watching from, your favorite team made the playoffs. Better than a 50-50 chance they did. And hopefully they go on to win the World Series and have a lot of fun. But as for me, I'm just glad the season is finally over. And now hopefully the new owner gets approved, goes on a spending spree, and gets the farm team going and enriches all areas of the franchise and the team, which I believe he will. Why else would he invest billions of dollars into buying it for a record price? And then it'll be not only a red badge of courage and loyalty to be a Mets fan, but it will be fun again and exciting to be a Mets fan. So hopefully the world gets back to normal and somebody with the brain prevails and there are no more shutdowns, lockdowns, all the BS that's been going on the last few months, and baseball is back in 2021. I will be back, however, tomorrow with you on Direct Mail Monday. I'll share some advertising, marketing, sales, strategies, tactics, ideas based on mail that I have received in my own personal or business mailbox. So thanks, everyone, for being here today. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, what's left of it, and I will catch you tomorrow. Over and out, and over and out to the 2020 New York Mets. Bye-bye.